Good morning and welcome on this wonderful sunny day with a fabulous breeze to the Linfield College Commencement service of 2017. Would you join me in preparing your hearts and minds for prayer? God of wisdom and learning, to each of these men and women of the class of 2017, you have given a remarkable gift, a unique combination of intellect, feeling, and personality, perfectly suited to the life you have opened before them. Help them to continue to learn throughout their lives, that their minds never become dusty cupboards filled only with stale opinions and dried prejudices. Equip them with resilience so that they can bounce back from whatever stresses and losses the road ahead may hold. Outfit them with persistence and daring that they may achieve their personal best in pursuit of their dreams. Ripen those dreams while you develop in these graduates both the will and the skill to accomplish every good and worthy goal within their hearts. Season and strengthen those hearts that they may be able to understand the suffering of others and work to relieve it with compassion and mercy coupled with toughness and courage. Guard each member of this class, all so full of promise. Guard them from temptations that could skew their judgment and lead to disaster. Keep them safe and strong to run with joy the race before them as they enter a world desperate for their ethical leadership. And now enliven our hearts with joy, draw our minds from wandering, and help us to be fully present with you and with one another, that we might know you in the applause and shouts and whistles that will send these graduates on their way. Amen.
Good morning. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, welcome to this very special occasion. The graduation and the recognition of the class of 2017. Congratulations, graduates, on your successes and accomplishments in academics, in the arts, in athletics, and in service to others. The Board of Trustees is proud of how you have enhanced your knowledge, your talents, and your gifts. We look forward with pride to your future personal achievements and the things that you will do to enhance, to serve, and to enrich the lives of others. Congratulations also to you, the parents and the families and the friends of these graduates. We, like you, share great pride in their achievements. We thank all of you for your support of these students and of our college. Have a very special day.
Good morning. I am pleased to welcome our 2017 graduates, their families and friends, continuing students, Linfield trustees, Linfield faculty, and members of the Linfield staff. As you know, this day would not be possible without the support of many people, and so at this time, I invite the graduating class to stand, turn, and applaud the special people in the audience who helped you reach this day. Thank you. Before continuing with the ceremony, please silence cell phones for the remainder of the event. Also, a reminder for those with cameras, a professional photographer will be taking photos of graduates as they receive their diplomas. Family members are encouraged to stay in their seats. And please help the college's sustainability efforts by using the recycling bins in place around the commencement green. At today's commencement ceremony, American Sign Language interpretation will be done alternately by Kathleen Golding and Sarah Spellman, while Spanish interpretation will be done by Miguel and Melody Albarca. I want to thank and honor the chair of the board of Linfield's Board of Trustees, Dave Hageberg, who is stepping down from his position as chair at the end of this month. Dave has been a loyal trustee since 1982, and I am delighted that he will continue on the board even as he is succeeded as chair by a fellow trustee, Dave Baca. Thank you, Mr. Hageberg, for your important and effective leadership and service. It is a long-standing tradition for graduating seniors to repaint the bench that sits in front of Pioneer Hall. This year, the senior bench was designed by Alexandria Andriotti, Jasmine Foyas, and Kitana Wynn. Although we have gathered to celebrate the class of 2017, I ask you to pause and remember one who should have been among this group today. In 2014, one of your classmates was taken from us, suddenly and tragically. Thanks to Parker Archie Moore and to his friends and family, his influence will always be felt by Linfield students, not only in the memorials on campus, but also in the scholarships that bear his name. I ask for a moment of silence to honor the memory of Parker Moore. Thank you. Today is an annual milestone in the history of Linfield College. Since 1858, we have educated students not just for careers, but also for life. We have challenged our students to define and articulate their values, to seek truth, and to champion justice, to serve, and to lead. Our heritage and our traditions are maintained not just by our faculty, students, and staff, but also by our friends and our alumni. In fact, today we are honored by the presence of our golden grads, alumni who graduated 50 years ago or more and have returned to welcome our newest graduates to the next form of membership in the Linfield community. Thank you, dear friends, for your ongoing support and for your role in our commencement ceremony. In my 11 years at this college, I have learned many things. But perhaps foremost is the sense of community that is present on our campuses, in our classes, and among our alumni, even after graduation. You will find, class of 2017, that your Linfield experience does not end today. We hope that we have prepared you for the next stage of your life and career, but we also believe that you are now permanently woven into the fabric of our college. And now will the candidates for Emeritus and Emeritus status please come to the stage? The commencement ceremony recognizes the accomplishments of our graduates. At the same time, student achievement stems from the care and devotion of hundreds of accomplished faculty members. Each year, a few of these faculty members retire from the college, and it is fitting that we recognize their own commencement to a new stage in life. The first is Scott Carnahan. Scott Carnahan joined the Linfield faculty in 1983. He holds a BS from Linfield College and an MAT from Lewis and Clark. Scott has been the college's director of athletics for 22 years, but he arrived at Linfield to serve as head baseball coach and assistant professor of health and physical education, and he rose to full professor. Scott was and is an outstanding baseball coach. Again this year, in his final season with Linfield, his team won the Northwest Conference Championship. Scott Carnahan's lasting impact upon students, though, is his greatest legacy within the Linfield athletic tradition. The Board of Trustees has known Scott to be a valued colleague whose experience and love for the college knows no bounds. Scott Carnahan's career at Linfield as coach, faculty member, and athletic director exemplifies the Division III mission to support scholar athletes, and he has mentored, coached, and taught hundreds of Linfield students and is beloved among alumni. Scott Carnahan, on recommendation of your faculty colleagues and of the dean, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby appoint you to emeritus status with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Next, Professor James Diamond. Dr. James Diamond joined the Linfield faculty in 1991. He holds a BA from St. Joseph's College and a PhD from Stanford University. For Jim, his relationships with his students and their continued success have been profoundly meaningful. During his 26-year career at Linfield College, he has mentored countless students in the chemistry department, many of whom have become friends and colleagues from other universities. He is an outstanding example of a lifelong learner. For example, Jim extended his passion for music to performing with the Portland Opera. Jim served the college on many important committees, including the chair of the Faculty Personnel Committee, and he represented the college well as an accreditation team evaluator for the Northwest Commission on Colleges and Universities. Jim has also been a civic leader on environmental issues, leading and testifying on important policies related to climate change. And Jim and his wife, Maureen, initiated and continue to support the growing endowment for sustainability for Linfield College. James Diamond, on recommendation of your faculty colleagues and of the dean, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby appoint you to emeritus status with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations. And now, Sandra Lee. Sandra Lee joined Linfield in 1985. She holds a BA from Portsmouth Polytechnic in England and an MA from the University of California, Los Angeles. Sandra Lee made a substantial contribution in creating and sustaining Linfield's highly regarded English language and culture program that has served hundreds of international students over the years, including both short-term exchange students and four-year matriculating students. She has also been a stalwart and important contributor to both the Global Languages and Cultural Studies Department, in which the ELCP program is housed, and the Theater and Communication Arts Department, where she taught intercultural communications. Sandra has served Linfield with distinction. Besides her contributions as a teacher and administrator of the ELCP program, she has co-authored two important film studies textbooks, Seeing the Big Picture, a cinematic approach to understanding cultures in America, and Seeing the Big Picture, exploring American cultures on film. Sandra Lee, on recommendation of your faculty colleagues and of the dean, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby appoint you to emeritus status with all the right and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations, Sandra. We have two more faculty colleagues to be honored who were not able to be with us today. The first is Jana Taylor. Jana joined the Linfield faculty in 1991. She holds a BSN from Humboldt State and an MSN from Georgetown University. For the past 26 years, Jana Taylor has made a substantial contribution to the Department of Nursing and to the college. Her professional expertise and leadership have been reflected in her active participation in multiple curriculum revisions, always keeping the educational needs of students as the focus. She has also served on a variety of department and college committees, most recently as chair of the Nursing Faculty Search Committee. Jana was instrumental in the development and implementation of the high-fidelity simulation program when this learning strategy was new to nursing education. And she also developed and implemented the new position of coordinator for clinical education. She's highly respected by her students and has mentored them in their professional development, helping them to find their first nursing jobs or graduate programs. On recommendation of the faculty and of the dean, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby appoint Jana Taylor to emerita status with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. And then finally, Professor Alexander Lex Runciman. Lex Runciman joined the Linfield faculty in 1992. He holds a BA from the University of Santa Clara, an MFA from the University of Montana, and a PhD from the University of Utah. As a poet, Dr. Runciman has published 7 books and numerous other poems in journals, magazines, anthologies, and collections. He has won many prestigious awards for his work, including the Oregon Book Award, and has been nominated for many others. He has also been a sought-after reader of his poetry in Oregon and elsewhere. As a scholar, he has edited several textbooks and anthologies and published too many articles, essays, and reviews to recount here. As a teacher, Dr. Runciman has offered more than 20 different courses at Linfield in both literature and creative writing. He has also taught creative writing in 3 different genres. His excellence in teaching has been recognized by the Edith Green Distinguished Professor Award twice, once in 1997 and again in 2014. In his quarter century at Linfield, he advised, taught, and mentored generations of students, giving careful attention to their best writing and their best ideas. And then finally, as a member of the Linfield community, Lex Runciman served the college in a variety of governance roles. In the 1990s, he helped create the Linfield curriculum. And in 2011, he chaired the Strategic Planning Committee. Both have had a foundational impact on Linfield College. On the recommendation of his faculty colleagues and of the dean, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby appoint Alexander Lex Runciman to emeritus status with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. My congratulations to all of you. I'm pleased to next introduce our Alumni Council speaker, Mary Ann Mills. Mary Ann Mills graduated in 1972 with a major in physical education. For over 30 years, Mary Ann spent time teaching, counseling, and coaching in the Amity and McMinnville school districts. She went on to become the athletic director at McMinnville High School. To recognize that work, in 2015, she was inducted into the Oregon Athletic Directors Hall of Fame. And after retiring from that career, she became the executive director of Habitat for Humanity. Though she is now officially retired, Mary Ann is active in a number of community organizations, including the McMinnville Library Foundation and the McMinnville City Club, and she helps the Yamhill County Clerk's Office with elections. Never one to be far from Linfield, she has supervised Linfield education students doing their practice teaching, and also serves as the chair of Linfield's Alumni Leadership Council. Please welcome Mary Ann.
Thank you, President Helly, and good morning to my Linfield family. I'm pleased to bring you greetings from the Linfield Alumni Leadership Council. To the graduates, I am delighted to welcome you into the ranks of Wildcat alumni, who number 26,000 strong and can be found across the country and around the world, impacting their communities. It is with pleasure that I address you today, representing alumni of this institution. My grandmother was a student here in the early 1900s. My mother is a graduate, as are my two sisters and my daughter-in-law. If we count my 4 granddaughters, who have attended the Linfield pre-kindergarten, well, you can see where this is going. We are a Linfield family. If you are anything like I was a mere 45 years ago, this is a bittersweet moment. Much happiness having accomplished this goal of earning your college diploma, eager to start this next phase of your life, yet feeling a little bit sad about leaving the familiar, what you have known the past 4 or so years. For me, it was the relationships that I developed over the course of my time at Linfield that stood out. Those relationships were the foundation of my growth as a person. The connections with my dorm and roommates, with my sorority sisters, with my professors, my coaches, and my teammates, my Linfield family. All had become an integral part of my life. Now, for you, this world is about to change. But because you have been at Linfield, you have been well prepared for what lies ahead. You are ready to nurture and develop new relationships, to problem solve and think creatively, to navigate through adversity, from setbacks to loss, to grieving for a fellow Linfield family member. These next few years will give you all sorts of opportunities for learning about yourself as you venture into the real world. I have to interject here. After I graduated from Linfield in 1972, one of my parents said something about just completing my 4-year vacation from reality. I've often thought about that, and in a sense, at that time, it was a cocoon of comfort and stability during somewhat turbulent times. But I don't think that vacation from reality is as true these days as I observe the engagement with real-world situations that Linfield students have. But back to the real world that you are about to enter. Know that when you leave Linfield, the community that you built will not disappear. Your Linfield experience will continue, and you will benefit from the network of alumni who have supported you throughout your education, whether you knew it or not. Alumni have provided financial support and, for some, mentorship. They have shared their expertise with you, from advising about your personal financial matters in the real world to perhaps being a connection to landing a job. And at some point, you will be in a position to do the same. I hope you will support the college financially, act as mentors, serve on committees or boards. These are investments for the future of this institution, as well as the lives of current students. You may choose any number of ways to support your alma mater, but do remember to stay in touch. Read the alumni publications, follow Linfield's social media channels, join the new Linfield Connect, wear your gear, and continue to represent. And speaking of Linfield gear, a few weeks ago, I was with my mom in Bandon on the southern Oregon coast, for those of you not from Oregon. At lunch, a young man noticed my Linfield sweatshirt, asked if I was a Wildcat, and said that he too was an alum. He graduated in 2010, worked several years, and then joined the Air Force. He had recently returned home after serving our country in Afghanistan. It was truly a special connection for me that day, And again, I found my gear opened up the door to connecting. Wear it with pride. Stay connected to Linfield, and best wishes as you head out with your diploma in hand today. Congratulations.
Today, I am honored to introduce our commencement speaker, Su Yen Wang, a living testimony of the power of a small college. Su Yen graduated summa cum laude from Linfield in 1989 with a double major in music and computer science. She thrived here by finding the connections between these seemingly disparate fields, including logic, technical precision, and creativity. She could have successfully pursued a career in either field, but instead, Su Yen went on to earn an MBA with a concentration in strategy and marketing from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, proving once again that a liberal arts education at Linfield can open many different doors. After more than 2 decades of leadership and board roles at a variety of companies across Asia, Su Yen is now CEO of the Human Capital Leadership Institute in Singapore. The Singaporean government established the institute in 2010 to establish and develop global leaders across a variety of disciplines, something I can tell you that Su Yen is uniquely prepared to do. I had the pleasure of meeting with Su Yen last fall during a visit to Asia. She spoke eloquently about the power of the liberal arts and about how a well-rounded education gave her the foundation she needed for success. When I returned to Linfield, I thought more about what she had said, and I contacted her to ask if she would be willing to share her experience and knowledge with the class of 2017. It's a long way from Singapore to here, and I'm very grateful that she made the trip. I am extremely happy and proud that she is our commencement speaker today. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome a very special Linfield College alumna to the microphone, Su Yen Wang.
President Helly, members of the Linfield Board of Trustees, faculty, proud parents, family and friends, and above all, graduates of the Linfield class of 2017, congratulations, and thank you for the opportunity to join you as we celebrate this special day. Being asked to deliver a commencement address is an extraordinary honor and a great responsibility. It is also a humbling experience once you come to the sober realization that nobody really remembers these speeches anyway. I've always suspected that half of the audience is hungover, while the other half is wondering when we can get on with the cap toss and selfies. So, confronted with this reality, I have thought long and hard about what insights I could share with you. I have searched deep within my head and my heart to crystallize a few lessons learned in the years that have transpired since my own graduation. For those of you who are already starting to drift off, let me just get to the point, which is that the world which awaits you demands that you reinvent yourself constantly. And even though I presume the very last thing on your mind right now is to hit the books again, you must keep your hunger for learning alive as you embark on the next phase of your lives. You must be very, very curious. But let us first talk about living in an age of disruption. The first industrial revolution began in England in the late 18th century, as manual production methods evolved to mechanical methods driven by water and steam power. Virtually every aspect of daily life was impacted. The standard of living for the general population began to increase steadily, and incomes began to exhibit unprecedented growth. Yet, there was unease. The initial focus of industrialization was on textiles, and the Luddites were a group of English textile workers and weavers, fearing that the machines would replace their roles in the industry, took to destroying weaving machines as a form of protest. Fast forward to today, and the fourth industrial revolution is well underway. what we are witnessing is a fusion of technologies that are blurring the lines between digital, physical, and biological systems. It's one thing to appreciate how driverless vehicles and drones might render delivery drivers obsolete. It's quite another to realize that less than a year ago, Watson, which is IBM's cognitive supercomputer, had the ability to analyze 20 million cancer research papers in 10 minutes, I should add, against a patient's genetic profile and medical data, diagnose a rare form of leukemia, and recommend the appropriate treatment. Up until that point, doctors had been completely stumped. On the one hand, it is easy to see the life-transforming aspects of such advances. Driving will actually be safer when humans are no longer behind the wheel. Have a drink before you hit the road in your driverless car? No problem. And surely we are pleased to live in a world with washing machines, ATMs, and mobile phones. Yet each of these innovations unquestionably displaced thousands of workers. A recent study that analyzed employment data covering a century and a half from England and Wales revealed that in 1901, against a population in England and Wales of 32.5 million, 200,000 people were engaged in washing clothes. By 2011, the population had grown to 56 million, yet just 35,000 people worked in the sector, most in laundrettes or commercial laundries. We would see similar displacement of bank tellers as ATMs became mainstream, and with manufacturers of alarm clocks, street maps, desk calendars, cameras, photo albums, flashlights, shall I go on? As the functionality of each of these items is now embedded into these little devices we now find indispensable, called mobile phones. It is profoundly unsettling to be caught in the eye of the storm called disruption, to see the turmoil that this will cause as work, as we know it, continues to shift towards more tasks being automated. A recent study by the management consulting firm McKinsey revealed that after researching 800 jobs in the United States and studying 2,000 tasks for all occupations, current technologies could automate 45% of the activities people are paid to perform. The robots are not coming, they are here. Even jobs that may appear timeless will be transformed in the years to come. Let's take teaching as an example. What we are discovering about neuroscience is likely to impact the way we teach in the future. In nursing, technology will continue to evolve to enable reliable home diagnostics and monitoring. How about journalists? Today, artificial intelligence is already being used to automatically generate content, for example, in sports and finance. All that said, creation and destruction are twin forces. You can't have one without the other. Thus, we will continue to see new jobs emerge. Not too long ago, there were no data scientists, app developers, YouTube celebrities, mindfulness coaches, vertical farmers, social media managers, or body part makers. The pace of disruption confronting us is unprecedented, and you, the class of 2017, will face a world that frankly feels like a roller coaster on steroids. How then will you cope, develop the mental agility and emotional resilience to cope with the twists and turns that will inevitably come your way? To me, it comes down to curiosity, which is what I'd like to expand on. Back in 2005, at a commencement ceremony, perhaps similar to this, Steve Jobs related how at the age of 17, he took a calligraphy class, which at the time did not appear to have any practical application whatsoever. He simply found calligraphy beautiful and fascinating. A decade or so later, it suddenly became relevant as he embedded the aesthetic gleaned through those calligraphy classes into the Macintosh computer, and the rest is history. Most of you have not had to deal with the tyranny of computers with ugly typography, and that's a good thing. As he put it, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. This is what curiosity is about. Constructing a portfolio of knowledge, skills, and experiences that may or may not, on the face of it, seem coherent, relevant, or even practical, but collectively spark the sort of innovation and creativity that is only possible when worlds collide. And over time, build deep within you the ability to adapt alongside each successive gyration. In truth, I did not fully appreciate the value of a liberal arts education the day I graduated. It is only with clarity of hindsight that I'm able to share with you that my experience at Linfield provided me with a solid foundation for life. You see, the interdisciplinary curriculum at Linfield enabled me to broaden my perspective and instilled in me the importance of a holistic mindset, as well as fostered a certain ability to navigate an unknown territory by learning how to learn. It has kept me curious about lots of things, even though they may sometimes be entirely random. At Linfield, I also came to appreciate the power of diversity. Living, working, and studying with students from Nepal to South Africa, Costa Rica to Japan, Indonesia to Germany, Oregon to Hawaii. One day I was a kid from this little red dot on the map called Singapore, which, by the way, is roughly 14 miles north to south and 26 miles east to west. The next day, I was thrust into this environment that was, in the words of Alice, curiouser and curiouser. I found myself surrounded by this rich tapestry, knit together by the rich experiences and perspectives of individuals from around the world, many of whom I'm still in touch with today, thanks to Facebook, of course. In a world of algorithms, artificial intelligence, and augmented reality, what makes us human is our imagination and creativity, our ability to bring a holistic, multifaceted perspective to problem solving, our ability to connect the dots, to communicate, influence, and inspire. This and more is what Linfield prepares you for, and you should take comfort in that. But the journey does not and cannot end here. First, be curious about ideas, read widely, and keep learning. Listen with an open mind to perspectives that are different from your own. Take time to reflect and ask yourself tough questions. Second, be curious about the world. Challenge yourself to take the path less traveled, venture to places that challenge your worldview, seek an understanding of social, cultural, economic, and political systems that are foreign to you. We are living in a world that is more interconnected than ever before, and that will require a fundamental reconfiguration of prevailing geopolitical, economic, environmental, and social structures. Put simply, the rules that have been in place for a long time need to be rewritten for a new age. This is going to require the type of holistic rethinking that is only possible with a broad view of the world we live in together. Third, be curious about people. Connect with people that exist in a different reality from yourself. Most personal networks are highly cohesive, which means that your friends are likely to be friends with one another as well. However, research has shown that people with strongly clustered social networks tend to think and act the same. In other words, people who live at the intersection of differing social worlds are more likely to have good ideas and are probably more fun to hang out with. What does this mean for you, dear class of 2017, as you're moments away from walking across the stage, brimming with excitement at chapters that are yet to be rewritten, while simultaneously attempting to quell that little voice inside that represents self-doubt, uncertainty, and even a little fear? Let me share with you that I, too, was confronted with these paradoxical feelings right here. The anticipation of the moment, interrupted by questions such as, will I get a job? What sort of job? What if I don't enjoy the work? And so on. So to conclude, I'd like to share 4 practical insights about the world of work that I wish I had known when I was in your shoes. Number 1, a career is a marathon, not a sprint. Careers today are 40 years in duration, edging up towards 60 years as our life expectancy increases. Pace yourself. Bear the big picture in mind and avoid making career moves that yield short-term gains at the expense of long-term benefits. For many of you, your first job out of Linfield is likely to bear very little relation to what you'll be doing 5, 10, or 20 years down the road. Think of your career as a jungle gym, not a ladder. The world will continue to evolve, and so must you. Be curious. Make learning a habit and seek opportunities to reinvent yourself. And for those of you who are tempted to keep looking for the perfect job, I hate to tell you this, but there are in reality very few perfect jobs. Besides, even if you do find it, it's probably not going to remain that long because things are moving so quickly. So rather than chasing the elusive rainbow, strive to find meaning in whatever you do and to develop mastery in it. Number 2, it's not only about what you do, but how you go about it. I have worked with and for many highly intelligent professionals who have made the mistake of believing that technical prowess, whatever the domain, is what matters most. The truth is that having the right answer is important, but rarely sufficient. The most effective individuals, irrespective of their level or role, appreciate the importance of listening, understanding, communicating, and persuading. Be curious. Put yourself in the other person's shoes and really try to understand where he or she is coming from. Number 3, cultivate resilience, also known as developing a thick skin. Life is going to throw you lots of curveballs. Some of them will be hits, but many are going to be strikes. You will get passed over for that job you really want. You will miss out on the promotion you worked out so hard for. You will get a performance review that you feel is unfair. You will work with bad bosses, and some pretty awesome ones too. I've learned the importance of getting back up quickly. Be curious. Ask yourself what you could have done differently and learn a few lessons from it and move on. Number 4, stay humble and be compassionate. Whether you call it luck, serendipity, or divine intervention, I've come to appreciate that what happens to us is often not of our control, and naturally the same holds true for others. Of course, it's a good idea to have clarity of direction, and it's important to work towards the goals we set for ourselves. The thing is, life has a strange way of not turning out the way you planned it. That is assuming you had a plan to begin with. Once it dawns on us that our ability to direct outcomes is indeed limited, it becomes much easier to have empathy for those who might not have been at the right time at the right place. And it should cause us to have the humility to recognize that whatever we achieve is never entirely of our own doing. Our parents, family, friends, professors, supervisors, and colleagues have all had a hand in it too. Which brings us back to why we're here today. Linfield class of 2017, I congratulate you and everyone who has supported you along the way on this important milestone, and I wish you a life filled with curiosity. Thank you.
Thank you, Su Yen, for your thoughtful, wise, and inspiring remarks. The entire Linfield community is honored by the special ways that you have connected and continue to connect learning, life, and community.
Will the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing please rise? President Helly, on the recommendation of the faculty and the trustees, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled all requirements prescribed by the faculty and recommend them for the baccalaureate degrees appropriate to their course of studies.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I will invite each of you to the platform to receive your diploma bearing the seal of the college as appropriate to your course of study. You may now turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations. Please be seated. Will Sarah and Gomez Horta please make your way to the stage at this time? Each spring, seniors are given the opportunity to introduce their classmates as part of this ceremony. A panel of faculty, administrators, and fellow students invites all graduating students to write and present a commencement address as part of the selection process. This year, the panel chose Sarah Gomez Horta, an English literature and political science double major from Ketchikan, Alaska. Sarah has been a campus leader for much of her time at Linfield, was one of 34 participants from across the country in the 2016 Congressional Hispanic Caucus Institute's summer internship program in Washington, D.C., and will be attending Tsinghua University in China next year as part of the highly selective Schwartzman Scholars Program. Today, Sarah also becomes the first member of her family to graduate from college. I am proud to introduce Sarah Gomez Horta, presenting the introduction to the class of 2017.
Thank you, President Helly. Hello, class of 2017, friends and family. Well, it looks like we've made it. Made it after almost 1,080 days of walking around this campus. From the day when you found yourself alone in your dorm room, feeling those scary, nervous flutters of newfound independence, wondering who you were going to eat at Dillon with, to the days of wondering how you could get away from it. The days of tests, essays, labs, midterms, and finals. Those days when you looked at the Linfield squirrels frolicking in the grass and perhaps felt like they were the ones that had it all figured out. And now, we're here. I want to take you back to a day not so different from today. We were also all a little too warm, a little too nervous, a little unsure of what would come next. It was the day when Linfield's class of 2017 first met. We gathered on this very field and played icebreakers, the first of many. We had no idea what was to come, the friendships we would make, the professors who would guide us, the mentors that would hold us up, the people we'd become. And so today, I want to let you in on two secrets: the magic of this moment and the power of a mantra. Now, take a moment and look around, and really take it all in. Now think about this. How beautiful, how magical is it that somehow each one of us found a path that led to Linfield? That somehow a young woman born in Guadalajara and raised in Alaska is standing before you today talking, and the seats next to you are students whose grandparents and parents came to Linfield, students who chose to leave bustling cities for McMinnville, students who came from abroad, from China, from Japan, students who are the first in their family to go to college, students that are first-generation Americans, those who are native Oregonians, and students who never thought that they would make it to this day. We are all here today, and this is something so special. Together we have grown to the community we are today, and now we know perhaps a little too much about one another. But that's okay, because it came from hours spent at practice, volunteering in the classroom, grieving the loss of someone who should be here with us today, cheering on our football team, on the theater stage, preparing for the NCLEX, and of course, working towards today. And with today, we have a new starting point for our paths. And for this, I give you the second secret, the power of a mantra that has provided me with strength and the confidence to keep going. This is the power of why not now? This mantra demands that you not waste your life. It begs you to throw away the world where you say, oh, it's a Monday, and to leave behind the idea of waiting for the weekend. Instead, ask yourself, why not now? There is no such thing as right timing or a moment where you'll ever feel 100% ready to do anything. But what there is this, having the ganas, the desire and strength to do as Gina Rodriguez says, to work hard, to be so good that they can't ignore you, to keep to your morals and to stick to your integrity. And to do this, you don't have to wait a single day. In a few moments, we will all receive our degrees. Degrees that come from a stellar private liberal arts college where we were taught how to be lifelong learners and how to think critically. With this great privilege comes a great responsibility: to get involved in your communities, to engage politically, and to always give back. And so, as we get ready to go onto the other side of these oak trees, take what you've learned, hold it close, never be afraid to show you care. And remember that to make an impact, you do not have to be perfect, but you do have to try. So ask yourself, why not now? And go out there and make us proud. Thank you, class of 2017, for a wonderful 4 years.
Each year, various members of the graduating class receive special academic honors. I draw your attention to the honors and awards section of today's program, which lists the various college and department-based honors and prizes. As the names of the graduates are read, individuals will be recognized for achieving exceptional overall grade point averages. On a 4.0 scale, those with averages of 3.65 to 3.79 will graduate cum laude. 3.8 to 3.89 will graduate magna cum laude. And 3.9 to 4.0 will graduate summa cum laude.
Will the marshals please escort the graduates to the bottom of the platform to come forward as their names are read?
Starting when this year's graduates were freshmen in the fall of 2013, all incoming Linfield students at opening convocation have passed by a wooden bowl made from the historic old oak and claimed an acorn. Each acorn is a symbolic reminder of a student's connection to Linfield and the power of education to transform their lives, their communities, countries, and the world. Students are asked to bring the acorn back to commencement so that it can be passed on to a new student in a future entering class. The class of 2017 will now complete the second part of this tradition. Before receiving their diplomas, each graduate will return an acorn to the old oak bowl, and this fall, each student in our new entering class will claim an acorn for that same bowl as their journey begins at Linfield. Today, Kyle Chandler, Parker Moore's best friend, has Parker's acorn, and he will deposit it along with his own in the bowl. Today, we will be reading the names of all the graduates exactly as they requested, even if they are unable to join us at this ceremony. Graduates should come forward to receive their degrees as they hear their names called. Maggie Abels. Mason Adams, cum laude. Victoria Adams. Helen M. Adamson. Amelia Adkins. Nicole Rose Aguilar, cum laude. Megan Aho, magna cum laude. James Paul Aarons. Cole Christopher Ackerson. Miranda Lynn Aldrich. Veronica Alexeyeva. Brody Allen. Paviola Alvarez. Lygia D. Anderson. Bryce Allen Anderson, magna cum laude. Caitlin Anderson, cum laude. Megan Anderson, magna cum laude. Sky N. Anderson. Demaris Andrada. Alex Andriotti. Benjamin T. Andrews. Michael R. Arkins. Hillary Ann Armitage, cum laude. Jessica Armstrong. Nurmeen Arnott. Ian C. Arnold. Nicole Y. Asensio. Nick Asher. Natalie Ladley Ash. Bella Tet Su Ang, cum laude. Jennifer L. Autor. Elisa Avila Nunez. Vanessa Isabel Aviles. Nicole Renee Axelm. Madison L. Babb. Adam B. Bartle, cum laude. Brooke L. Bachelor. Brian C. Bates. Catherine Batiste. Brianne Talon LaMavis Battle. Shane Baumhart. Teresa Ernestine Bays. Jennifer A. Beck, summa cum laude. Spencer Beck. Sarah Becker, summa cum laude. Amy Shi Lu Bertoli, summa cum laude. Annalise Danielle Bashirs. Gabrielle Avi Best. Lindsay R. Billou. Lauren M. Bishop. Tyler Lee Bishop, cum laude. Emily E. Tom Bjornson, cum laude. Alexander George Bockel. Jenna Borgerson. Naomi Boydston. Brittany Boys. Brittany L. Bradley. Rachel Bradshaw. Julie C. Brait, summa cum laude. Gabrielle Bradner.
Elizabeth Bravo, cum laude. Sophie Bray, magna cum laude. Derek Broadsword, magna cum laude. Finley R. Brogan. Brandon T. Brooks. Mary Catherine Cohen Brown. Anna Catherine Bruns. Kayleen Rose Bruns. Maya Buck. Trang Bui. Sarah Bergman, cum laude. Christine Burke. Courtney Marie Burnett. Alyssa Buss. Angela Marie Butterfield. Amy Buzan. Mary Grace Bywater. Christine Cacho Negrete. Erin Cahill. Damian Peter Cannon, summa cum laude. Caitlin Cantu. Qingyi Tao. Susanna Cardenas. John S. Carroll, cum laude. Elizabeth J. Carson. Lucas J. Carter. Brian Castle. Elizabeth Cataluccio, summa cum laude. Monique Castillo Lira. Grant William Cates, summa cum laude. Alyssa Cadillo, summa cum laude. Leah Kazan. Kyle Chandler. Brooke Danielle Chapman, cum laude. Murray Chen, cum laude. Samantha Chess. Tatum Gabrielle Chidlaw, cum laude. Kelsey Chinen, cum laude. Katrina Chin. Dominic Chong, cum laude. Estrella Fiorella Silente. Brittany Ann Clark, magna cum laude. Adrian Johannes Clifford. Lauren B. Cobb. Nathan Coe. Michael Coffrin. Emily Cohen. Rita Cohen, cum laude. Kaylee Rose Cohen Peltier. Brianna Collins, cum laude. Marcy Jean Comella, magna cum laude. Cayman Conley. Chelsea Considine, summa cum laude. Rachel Conway, summa cum laude. Haley Cool, magna cum laude. Ian E. Hooper. Kate E. Corbett. Patrick Corcoran, magna cum laude. Joella Hillary Cordell.
Gabriela Cortez. Michael Costi. Damian G. Coughlin. Josh Cowell. Deborah A. Kress. Christina L. Cresswell. Hector Cruz Borgerin. Stacy Quadro. Emily Marie Cully, cum laude. Anne Marie Comiskey. Zachary J. Corleano. Mariah Custer. Cammie Diane Cutter. Suzanne Kendra Dahl. Tristan Haley Dahl. Austin Daniels. Olivia Darwin. Katie Doherty, cum laude. Chantel Davidson, cum laude. Alyssa D. Davis. Carla Russell Davis. Julianne Davis. Kyle Davis, cum laude. Hayden Brian Davison. Christopher Deal. Brian DeGrandmont, cum laude. Diana Teresa Delgado. Alexander Kakachka. Hannah DeVilder, summa cum laude. Shelby Dewar. Mariah DeWeese, cum laude. Michelle R. Dickinson. Leonila Camille Domingo. Eric W. Douglas. Drew David Doxey. Michelle Ferris Dubinsky. Michaela Joy Duffy, summa cum laude. Danielle Nicole Dunman, summa cum laude. Nicole Suzanne Durgan. Dallas Edge. Sabrina Eckert. Bridget Kayleen Isley. Emily Isert, cum laude. Ashley Marie Ekstrom. Travis Elder. Christina Elford. Skylar Lagerico. Ashley Ellingsworth. Thomas Elliott. Faith A. Elmer. Nicole Elwell. Julie A. Endicott. Alexandria Engel Smith, magna cum laude. Nancy Eggstrom. Brianne Chelsea Epp, summa cum laude. Haley Erickson, magna cum laude. Abigail K. Ernst. Maria Raquel Jimena Escalera Gonzalez. Caitlin Eshelman. Kelsey Ray Esslinger.
Julie Estes. Morgan S. Ewing. Lewis Preston Fowler. Ty M. Farber. Alyssa Farja, cum laude. Kincaid A. Fast. Christina Leanne Fiel, summa cum laude. Catherine Mackenzie Fidel. Cassidy Margaret Finn. Samuel Fiskew. Jessica Fisher. John Fitch. Catherine Marie Flannery. Hannah Lois Flom. Hannah Flores, cum laude. Jonah Kekoa Okalani Flores. Jasmine Kapua Okalani Fohas. Christina A. Foster. Ashley Michelle Forey. Emma Nicole Fox. Nava Fox, cum laude. Ian H. Franceschi. Vivian Tobin Frank, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Catherine Fraser, summa cum laude. Andrew Free. Michaela Fry, cum laude. Rachel Fudge. Michaela Hanaya Fuja Conrads. I'm sorry. Eli Fultz, cum laude. Lisa A. Fultz. Gilberto Galvez. Jeffrey S. Gander, cum laude. Natalie L. Garnis. Danielle M. Gavin. Casey Gaza, cum laude. Ruta Johannes Gabrielmariam. Marin Amelia Giese. Marissa Gehring, cum laude. Elizabeth Gibson, cum laude. Quincy Nicole Gibson. Leah Gideon. Karundip Kaur Gill, cum laude. Caitlin Nicole Giorgini, cum laude. Deidre Lynn Miles Gerard. Madison Gladding, summa cum laude. Sarah Gomez Orta. Jack Chapman. Jessica Lynn Gordon. James Kella Yi Keen Grace. Riley Nicole Graham. Sadie Jean Grassel. Tyler Griffin, summa cum laude. Chad Griffiths. Emmeline M. Grove. Anna Gross. Christine Grund. Tegan D. Grunwald. Megan Hadley, magna cum laude. Jalen K. Halstead. James Hamill, magna cum laude.
William Alexander Hamilton. Brittany Rosalie Allen Hannon. Constance M. Hansel. Austin John Hansen. Nicole I. Harbaugh. Jim Harger. Tori Jennifer Harrington Boss. Emily Marilyn Hastings. Colin Hauk. Haley Quinn Haynes, magna cum laude. Christopher Eric Hurd. Michael Joseph Hefflinger, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Hellison, magna cum laude. Abigail Herringer. Pablo Herrera Fuentes. Margie E. Hurst. Panvala Yang Sakta. Katie Pearl Higginbottom, summa cum laude. Susan K. Hillis. Irene Hills. Scott A. Hilpert. Paris S. Hitchcock. Michelle Hauslick, cum laude. Haley Hodovic. Alexander M. Hoff. Jeffrey P. Hoffheims, magna cum laude. Stephanie M. Hoffman. Amantha Elizabeth McDade Hood. Carrie Horn. Rebecca Nicole Hopper. Annie Prudence Horton, cum laude. Troy Howington. Christopher Hu, summa cum laude. Brittany Hubbard Stage, cum laude. Hope Hudson. Lindsay Huff. E. Alaire Huey, summa cum laude. Melanie D. Hunsucker. Jacqueline Ray Hurst. Sarah Hussein, cum laude. Eric Ibinoba, cum laude. Nozomi Ime. Yuka Inaba. Kayla Ingram, magna cum laude. Cody D. Jackson, cum laude. Jacob Jackson, cum laude. Murphy Jackson. Aubrey Corinne Jarvis. Molly Jensen. Jasmine Lacal Jett. Brooke Johnson. Haley Johnson. Casey Lee Johnson, summa cum laude. Rosa Johnson. Cindy Lynn Jones. Ellie Katharina Emerson Jones. Mary Beth Joyce Jones, magna cum laude. Matthew Jones. Amber Valaahia Kavalale Onalava Kanaholo A'a. Alisa Audrey Kaplan, cum laude.
Carl Evan Kasberg. Tiffany Louise Kavanaugh, magna cum laude. Dejana Kaya Abad. Caitlin Keenan. Amanda R. Kern. Amelia Kais. Rachel Kiefer. Darlene A. Kaiser. Shauna Kimball. Erin Marie Kinney, summa cum laude. Casey Grace Kirkendall. Amy Knudsen, cum laude. Sabrina Kolker, magna cum laude. Lauren S. Korb. Anna Nicole Korn. Cole E. Krakow. Marissa Ryan Krager. Dawn Marie Krenz. Danielle Rose Creer. John Kells. Marisa Kume. Karen M. Kiles. Nathaniel Kaiser. Renee LaFountain, summa cum laude. Kaylee Lamphere. Jim A. Landefield. Tasha Lane. Andrew Stewart Laney. Brooke E. Latimer. Charlo Danielle Laukkanen. Alyssa Lawrence. Wyatt W. Lay. Hong Min Lee. Chrysalyn M. Leamer. Dylan Robert Leathers. Lauren LeClaire, cum laude. Austin J. Lee. Helen Lee. Megan Shunping Healani Lee. Aviela Zavit Mizrahi Lee Pedzak. Dylan Nicholas LaGrady. Michelle Lynn Lehner, cum laude. Grayson Lean, cum laude. Reese Lendio. Dylan S. LeSueur. Margaret Joanna Lever, cum laude. Sarah Brianne Levering. Dylan J. Lewis. Jacob Lewis. Mitchell W. Lewis. Shuzhang Lin. Annika Lindberg. Jamie Elizabeth Lindsay. Bryn Nicole Leo. Sonia Lodi. Tyler Charles Lonsford. Sarah A. Lopez. Taylor Nicole Lubke, magna cum laude. Sandra K. Lugar. Katie Marie Lundquist.
Palin Ma, magna cum laude. Cassidy R. Mace. Helga Mucklight, cum laude. Amanda Mack. Andrew E. Mart. Noel Malcolm Hadley, cum laude. Alyssa E. Malloy. Kyle Maloff. Hello. Abigail Marks. Olivia Margard, cum laude. Angelica Guadalupe Martinez. Anna Martinez. Elizabeth Martinez Mendoza. David Mason. Rihanna Matheson Jamrock. Devon Matkins, summa cum laude. Carol D. Mata. Molly Maddock. Danielle Christina Mayberry, magna cum laude. Hannah McCarty. Kevin Chandler McLean. Alicia McCroy, cum laude. Michael Anthony McGrath. Patrick McKinney, cum laude. Sam McLean. Kendra Elaine McSheridan, cum laude. Molly McTaggart, magna cum laude. Melissa Mears. Andrea Marie Mahalik. Orion J. Meredith. Catherine K. Metz. Alex Michael. Jacob F. Melick. Carolyn C. Miller, cum laude. Tyler Miller. Tiffany Milliman, magna cum laude. Carly Patricia Mills. Joseph John Minetti IV. Adeline Mitchell, cum laude. Stephanie Molina. Aaron Mahler. Matthew Monsanto. Haley M. Mooney. Emily Grace Moore. Maya Gabriela Mora Jennings. Cruz Mori. R. Alexander Morgan. Michael William Morin. Miley Mortimer. Lily A. Moses, summa cum laude. Amanda Nicole Moss. Courtney Jean Mostel, magna cum laude. Mihei Mun. Chris Munjar, magna cum laude. Raphael Benjamin Murray, cum laude. Madeline Musselman Brown. Nonica Myers. Giselle Naranjo Cruz. Andy J. Nelson. Gillian Rebecca Dawn Nelson.
Laurel Grace Nelson, magna cum laude. Samantha Nelson, cum laude. Riley Newman. Zinabel Napez. Lacey M. Nichols. Ben Neeson. Stephen Nabu. Megan Nolan, summa cum laude. Danielle Teresa Ann Nermi. Brandon Lee Nyes. Tiffany J. Niseth. Kathleen O'Boyle, cum laude. Sophie Rebecca Ogle, magna cum laude. Arthur S. O'Kelly. Haley Oliver. Alicia Olson. Allison Marie Ortner, cum laude. Caitlin Osley. Rochelle Owa. Trinidad Ovalle. Christina N. Owen. Jocelyn Rose Pabst, magna cum laude. Leanne Elizabeth Pacheco, cum laude. Jenny A. Parker. Alicia Parks. Jack H. Patterson. Mackenzie Rose Patterson. Spencer Isaiah Payne. Nathan Curtis Pellets. Sean H. Pellets. Zoe Alice Pennington, cum laude. Yasmin Perez Palestino, magna cum laude. Leslie Perez Cervantes, cum laude. Alexis A. Perry. Lauren C. Persha. Geneva Karen Millard Peters. David Jean Peterson. Reed H. Peterson. Theo Petropoulos, cum laude. Ilana Petashev. Megan Hannah Pierce. Austin Peart. Erica A. Pineda. Davis Pittner. Ryan Kirby Pladson. Monica Andrea Plates. Connor Kevin Pope. Jennifer Porter, summa cum laude. Ryan S. Porter. Jordan D. Powell. Luke Perini, cum laude. Sarah Rodemaker, cum laude. Julie A. Rausch. Riley James Rediger. Kelsey Reef. John Ramito. Anastasia Reynolds. Matthew D. Richard, magna cum laude. Misty Ann Richards. Alexander Mercury Richardson. Samuel Bradford Riddle.
Zachary F. Reidener. Leslie Rieger. Caitlin C. Reimer. Quentin Riesenman, cum laude. Simone Riley, magna cum laude. Kiana Ringett, cum laude. Thomas Reiser. Brandy J. Roberts. Patricia Roberts, cum laude. Katerina Robertson. Blake Robinson. Mason Rodby. Jasmine Rodriguez. Jorge Luis Rodriguez Torre. Madison Rohde, summa cum laude. Christine T. Roque. Kelsey B. Rosborough. Jacob Filburn Rosen. Donna Rotari. Chris Roth. Madison Aileen Roundtree. Julia M. Rowan. McKaylee Robideau, magna cum laude. Jordan Dawn Ruiz. Dolores Ruiz Hernandez. Kuzi Lacuche Rosarie. Okay. Michael J. Ryan. Angela Sabin. Nicholas Sacaricia. Misty Samard. Aaliyah Ann Sams. William Joseph Samp. Luis Fernando Sancian Guzman. Sage Saunders. Dylan H. Savage. Sarah Charlotte Schaff. Gloria Schmidt. Mackenzie Alice Renfro Schmidt. Kenzie Schmoll, summa cum laude. Alicia Schnell. Tiffany Shomas. Michael J. Schrader. Gary Francis Schreiner, Jr. Wolfgang E. Schulenberg. Megan Ann Schwar, summa cum laude. Cheryl M. Scott. Connor M. Scott. Kate Seaholm, cum laude. Robin Meyer Sealer Garman, magna cum laude. Lauren Akemi Saki. Virginia Senavaratna. Carly S. Sang. Shanna Sipi, magna cum laude. Jocelyn Sepulveda, magna cum laude. Amy Shadburn. Sawyer G. Sheldon. Lainey Shikuma, cum laude. Nicole Sky Shockley. Dana Shu, cum laude. Danielle Orlando Siegi.
Sierra L. Simmons. Amrander Singh. Nikita Somi Singh. Aaron Renee Slack. Autumn Sluka. Kelly E. Smart Fuji. Allison Smith, magna cum laude. Austin William Smith, summa cum laude. Charlotte Smith. Hannah Smith, summa cum laude. Jacob Kelly Smith. Judy Anderson Smith. Julie M. Smith. Kaylin Marie Smith. Callie Smith. Catherine L. Smith. Melissa L. Smith. Brianna Juliet Snipes. Dylan Solon. Jonathan Stair. Peggy A. Stark, summa cum laude. Sarah Stark. Melissa M. Stefaniak, cum laude. Tiffany Marie Stevens, summa cum laude. Zachary William Stepp, summa cum laude. Jessica Stocking, cum laude. Alyssa Stonelake, cum laude. Stacy Strovink, cum laude. Tamara L. Stubblefield. Jacob Studevos. Ann P. Sullivan Smoot. Angelica F. Sully. Peter Sumner, cum laude. Alexandra Surgeon, summa cum laude. Melinda Rose Susan. Brian Swain. Cassie Swain. Justin Lee Sweet. Megan Sylvester, cum laude. Cayman Tari. Aaron Tauscher. Tori Nicole Ferrando Tavolazzi. Elizabeth D. Taylor. Marcy L. Taylor. Mary E. Taylor. Tatiana Taylor. Abigail Jenna Thomas, cum laude. Emily Mae Thomas. Shelby Thomas. Cecily Thompson, magna cum laude. Tamara J. Thompson. Sierra N. Thine. Casey Todemeyer. Lacey N. Toledo Murrigan. Brett Tomlinson. Chelsea Tarantaghi. Lauren Towery, cum laude. Erica Tran. Sierra Kylie Treem. Joseph Trin.
Nalejo Trejo. Shannon Lent Trundy. Carolyn Tarullo, magna cum laude. Kristen Altz. William R. Underhill. Kimberly L. Vatcher. Rebecca Van Tassel, summa cum laude. Shelby Vanaken. Molly Catherine Vance. Maya Bean Vanabos, summa cum laude. Jessica Vanny. Kristen Vang Pedersen. Jennifer R. Villegas. Michaela Kirsten Valario. Ted Shivu, cum laude. Keisha D. Walker. Laura Ann Waller. Natalia Wan. Sarah Warfield. Connor Curtis Wells. Parker T. Wells, cum laude. McKenna Jules Watley. Stephanie Kayla White. Henry J. Wankers. Ariana A. White, magna cum laude. Brianna Williams, cum laude. Jonathan Charles Williams. Kelly Jo Williams. Rachel Williams. Haley Williamson. Tavon Deontay Willis. Ashley Taylor Wilson, cum laude. Kitana Wynn. Alec Wistoff. Haben M. Waldo. Andrew David Wolf, summa cum laude. Tiffany Wong. Tiffany Kim Wong. Jesse F. Wood, summa cum laude. Victoria J. Wood. David Worsham, cum laude. David J. Worth, magna cum laude. Megan Deanne Wright. Ashley Wu. Megan Yamaguchi. Kaleo Yanae. Deeton Yan. Brendan Michael Cox Yates, cum laude. Stephen Lee Yurman. Tika Marie Zabornik, summa cum laude. Lauren Scott Ziegler, cum laude. Gabriella Leanne Zeman. Zuzian Chang. Jessie Sue Ziegler.
I close with a final word to our Linfield College graduates of 2017. It has been my honor to meet you, to work with you, and to know you. You have traveled far with your fellow students and with a faculty and staff that has drawn out your numerous talents and abilities. If, as I believe, you have learned how to search for truth, if you have learned how to live in community, and if you have found a calling to serve your society, then Linfield College has achieved its highest aims. I thank you for this year's senior class gift, which will help make it possible for other students to afford a Linfield education. And I ask you to remain loyal to your alma mater, to assist us with advice and comment, and to support those who follow, just as you were supported by those who preceded you. We will miss you. but we hope that you will return often. We are very proud of you, and we hope that you will always be proud of Linfield College. We will now receive the benediction from the Reverend Dr. David Massey and remain standing for the singing of the first verse of the Alma Mater, which will be led by Mary Beth Jones and McKenna Watley. You will find the words of the Alma Mater on the back of your program. Following the Alma Mater, please be seated for the recessional. Members of the platform party, followed by the faculty, will recess first, setting up a gauntlet through which our graduates will pass under faculty review one last time, for the sake of congratulations and farewell. I would ask audience members to remain in their seats until the last of our graduates has exited the commencement green, and then please join students and faculty in the Oak Grove behind this platform for a reception. You will find tent canopies with the names of divisions and departments as noted in the program. And now, please stand for the benediction.
Congratulations, and receive now these words of benediction. Let your lives witness to love. Let your words bring reconciliation. Let your thoughts be of peace. Let your actions count for justice. Be a sign of hope and a beacon of joy. Go, and may God's blessings go with you.